Hello and welcome. How are you doing? Thank you for coming by, Jamie, Lori, Karen. Hello, Karen. And if you're joining from Facebook, thank you. And I hope you enjoy the reading of the Song of Solomon. I always put the in front of it, but you can say Song of Solomon. Also, it's referred to as Song of Songs. Now, this is a book that I have to say I'm not very familiar with. So please like and subscribe and share. Okay? Beginning with chapter 1, the Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for thy love is better than wine. Because of the savor of thy good ointments, thy name is as ointment poured forth. Therefore do the virgins love thee. Draw me, we will run after thee. The king hath brought me into his chambers. We will be glad and rejoice in thee. We will remember thy love more than wine. The upright love thee. I am black, but comely. O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me, because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but mine own vineyard have I not kept. Tell me, O thou whom my soul loveth, where thou feedest, where thou makest thy flock to rest at noon. For why should I be as one that turneth aside by the flocks of thy companions? If thou know not, O thou fairest among women, go thy way forth by the footsteps of the flock, and feed thy kids beside the shepherd's tents. I have compared thee, O my love, to a company of horses in Pharaoh's chariots. Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewelry, thy neck with chains of gold. We will make thee borders of gold with studs of silver. While the king sitteth at his table, My spikenard sendeth forth the smell thereof. A bundle of myrrh is my well-beloved unto me. He shall lie all night betwixt my breasts. My beloved is unto me as a cluster of campfire in the vineyards of En-gedi. Behold, thou art fair, my love. Behold, thou art fair. Thou hast dove's eyes. Behold, thou art fair, my beloved, yea, pleasant. Also our bed is green. The beams of our house are cedar, and our rafters of fir. Chapter 2. I am the rose of Sharon and the lily of the valleys. As the lily among thorns, so is my love among the daughters. As the apple tree among the trees of the wood, so is my beloved among the sons. I sat down under his shadow with great delight, and his fruit was sweet to my taste. He brought me to the banqueting house, and his banner over me was love. Stay with me, flagons, comfort me with apples, for I am sick of love. His left hand is under my head, and his right hand doth embrace me. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the roes and by the hinds of the field, that ye stir not up, nor awaken my love, till he please. The voice of my beloved, behold, he cometh leaping upon the mountains, skipping upon the hills. My beloved is like a roe or a young hart. Behold, he standeth behind our wall. He looketh forth at the windows, showing himself through the lattice. My beloved spake and said unto me, Rise up, my love, my fair one, and come away. For lo, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth. The time of the singing of birds is come, and the voice of the turtle is heard in our land. The fig tree putteth forth her green figs, and the vines with the tender grape give a good smell. Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. O my dove, that art in the clefts of the rock, in the secret places of the stairs, let me see thy countenance, let me hear thy voice, for sweet is thy voice, and thy countenance is comely. Take us the foxes, the little foxes that spoil the vines, for our vines have tender grapes. My beloved is mine, and I am his. He feedeth among the lilies. Until the day break and the shadows flee away, turn, my beloved, and be thou like a roe or a young hart upon the mountains of Bether. Chapter 3. By night on my bed I sought him, who my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not. I will rise now and go about the city in the streets, and in the broad ways I will seek him whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but found him not. The watchmen that go about the city found me, to whom I said, Saw ye him whom my soul loveth? It was but a little that I passed from them, but I found him whom my soul loveth. I held him and would not let him go until I had brought him into my mother's house and into the chamber of her that conceived me. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the roes and by the hinds of the field, that ye stir not up, nor awaken my love till he please. Who is this that cometh out of the wilderness like pillars of smoke, perfumed with myrrh and frankincense, with all powders of the merchant? Behold his bed, which is Solomon's. 80 valiant men are about it, of the valiant of Israel. They all they all hold swords, being expert in war. Every man hath his sword upon his thigh, because of fear in the night. King Solomon made himself a chariot of the wood of Lebanon. He made the pillars thereof of silver, the bottom thereof of gold, the covering of it of purple, the midst thereof being paved with love, for the daughters of Jerusalem. Go forth, O ye daughters of Zion, and behold King Solomon, with the crown wherewith his mother crowned him in the day of his espousals, and in the day of the gladness of his heart. Chapter 4. Behold, thou art fair, my love. Behold, thou art fair. Thou hast dove's eyes within thy locks. Thy hair is as a flock of goats that appear from Mount Gilead. Thy teeth are like a flock of sheep that are even shorn, which came up from the washing, whereof every one bare twins, and none is barren among them. Thy lips are like the thread of scarlet, and thy speech is comely. Thy temples are like a piece of a pomegranate within thy locks. Thy neck is like the tower of David, builded for an armory, whereon there hang 1,000 bucklers, all shields of mighty men. Thy two breasts are like two young roes that are twins, which feed among the lilies. Until the daybreak, the shadows flee away. I will get me to the mountain of myrrh and to the hill of frankincense. Thou art all fair, my love. There is no spot in thee. Come with me from Lebanon, my spouse, with me from Lebanon. Look from the top of Amana, from the top of Shanir and Hermon, from the lions' dens, from the mountains of the leopards. Thou hast ravaged my heart, my sister, my spouse, Thou hast ravaged my heart with one of thine eyes, with one chain of thy neck. How fair is thy love, my sister, my spouse? How much better is thy love than wine, and the smell of thine ointments than all spices. Thy lips, O my spouse, drop as the honeycomb. Honey and milk are under thy tongue. And the smell of thy garments are like the smell of Lebanon. A garden enclosed is my sister, my spouse. A spring shut up, a fountain sealed. Thy plants are an orchard of pomegranates with pleasant fruits, camphor with spikenard, spikenard and saffron, calamus and cinnamon, with all trees of frankincense, myrrh and aloes, with all the chief spices, a fountain of gardens, a well of living waters, and streams from Lebanon. Awake, O north wind, and come, thou south, blow upon my garden, that the spices thereof may flow out. Let my beloved come into his garden and eat his pleasant fruits. Chapter 5. I came into my garden, my sister, my spouse. I have gathered my myrrh with my spice. I have eaten my honeycomb with my honey. I have drunk my wine with my milk. Eat, O friends, drink, yea, drink abundantly, O beloved. I sleep, but my heart waketh. It is the voice of my beloved that knocketh, saying, Open to me, my sister, my love, my dove, my undefiled. For my head is filled with dew, and my locks with the drops of the night. I have put off my coat. How shall I put it on? I have washed my feet. How shall I defile them? My beloved put in his hand by the hole of the door, and my bowels were moved for him. I rose up to open to my beloved, and my hands dropped with myrrh, and my fingers with sweet smelling myrrh upon the handles of the lock. I opened to my beloved, but my beloved had withdrawn himself and was gone. My soul failed when he spake. I sought him, but I could not find him. I called him, but he gave me no answer. The watchmen that went about the city found me. They smote me. They wounded me. The keepers of the walls took away my veil from me. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, if ye find my beloved, that ye tell him that I am sick of love. What is thy beloved more than another beloved? O thou fairest among women. What is thy beloved more than another beloved, that thou dost so charge us? My beloved is white and ruddy, the chiefest among 10,000. My head is as the most fine gold. His locks are bushy and black as a raven. His eyes are as the eyes of doves by the rivers of waters, washed with milk and fitly set. His cheeks are as a bed of spices, as sweet flowers, his lips like lilies, dropping sweet smelling myrrh. His hands are as gold rings set with beryl. His belly is as bright ivory overlaid with sapphires. His legs are as pillars of marble set upon sockets of fine gold. His countenance is as Lebanon, excellent as the cedars. His mouth is most sweet, yea, he is altogether lovely. This is my beloved, and this is my friend, O daughters of Jerusalem. Chapter 6. Whither is thy beloved gone, O thou fairest among women? Whither is thy beloved turned aside, that we may seek him with thee? My beloved is gone down into his garden, to the beds of spices, to feed in the gardens, and to gather lilies. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. He feedeth among the lilies. Thou art beautiful, O my love, as Tirzah, comely as Jerusalem, terrible as an army with banners. Turn away thine eyes from me, for they have overcome me. Thy hair is as a flock of goats that appear from Gilead. Thy teeth are as a flock of sheep which go up from the washing, whereof every one beareth twins, and there is not one barren among them. As a piece of a pomegranate are thy temples within thy locks. There are 80 queens, and 80 concubines, and virgins without number. My dove, my undefiled, is but one. She is the only one of her mother. She is the choice one of her that bare her. The daughters saw her and blessed her, yea, the queens and the concubines, and they praised her. Who is she that looketh forth as the morning, fair as the moon, clear as the sun, and terrible as an army with banners? I went down into the garden of nuts to see the fruits of the valley, and to see whether the vine flourished, and the pomegranates budded. Or ever I was aware, my soul made me like the chariots of Aminadab. Return, return, O Shulamite. Return, return, that we may look upon thee. What will ye see in the Shulamite? As it were the company of two armies. Chapter 7. How beautiful are thy feet with shoes, O prince's daughter. The joints of thy thighs are like jewels, the work of thy hands of a cunning workman. Thy navel is like a round goblet, which wanteth not liquor. Thy belly is like a heap of wheat set about with lilies. Thy two breasts are like two young roes that are twins. Thy neck is like a tower of ivory. Thine eyes like the fish pools in Heshbon, by the gate of Bath Rabbin. Thy nose is as the tower of Lebanon, which looketh toward Damascus. Thine head upon thee is like Carmel, and the hair of thine head like purple. The king is held in the galleries. How fair and how pleasant art thou, O love, for delights. This thy stature is like to a palm tree, and thy breasts to clusters of grapes. I said, I will go up to the palm tree. I will take hold of the boughs thereof, the boughs thereof. Now also thy breasts shall be as clusters of wine, and the smell of thy nose like apples, and the roof of thy mouth like the best wine for my beloved, that goeth down sweetly, causing the lips of those that are asleep to speak. I am my beloved's, and his desire is toward me. Come, my beloved, let us go forth into the field. Let us lodge in the villages. Let us get up early to the vineyards. Let us see if the vine flourish, whether the tender grape appear, and the pomegranates bud forth. There will I give thee my loves. The mandrakes give a smell, and at our gates are all manner of pleasant fruits, new and old, which I have laid up for thee, O my beloved. Chapter 8. Oh, that thou wert as my brother, that sucked the breast of my mother. When I should find thee without, I would kiss thee, yea, I should not be despised. I would lead thee and bring thee into my mother's house, who would instruct me. I would cause thee to drink of spiced wine, of the juice of my pomegranate. His left hand should be under my head, and his right hand should embrace me. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, that ye stare not up, nor awake my love until he please. Who is this that cometh up from the wilderness, leaning upon her beloved? I shall raise thee up under the apple tree. There thy mother brought thee forth. There she brought thee forth that bare thee. Set me as a seal upon thine heart, as a seal upon thine arm. For love is strong as death. Jealousy is cruel as the grave. The coals thereof are coals of fire, which hath a most vehement flame. Many waters cannot quench love, neither can the floods drown it. If a man would give all the substance of his house for love, it would utterly be contemned. We have a little sister, and she hath no breast. What shall we do for our sister in the day when she shall be spoken for? If she be a wall, we will build upon her a palace of silver. And if she be a door, we will enclose her with boards of cedar. I am a wall, and my breasts like towers. Then was I in his eyes as one that found favor. Solomon had a vineyard at Baal Haman. He let out the vineyard unto keepers. Every one for the fruit thereof was to bring 1,000 pieces of silver. My vineyard, which is mine, is before me. Thou, O Solomon, must have 1,000, and those that keep the fruit thereof 200. Thou that dwellest in the gardens, the companions hearken to thy voice, calls me to hear it. Make haste, my beloved, and be thou like a roe or to a young hart upon the mountains of spices. That was it. Okay. That was all of, let's see. I thought it would be one more, but let's see. All right. That's it. Chapter 8 is all. They have commentary and discussion. We can discuss. Anyone like to discuss? Let me know. How's it going? Who's here? Thanks for showing up. Oh, wow. Michelle said kissing your brother. You know what? We'd have to break everything down, Michelle, and analyze it. To me, this was the first time I've ever read this thing. No, I have to take that back. I have read through the Bible, like the cover to cover thing, maybe at least 2-3 times. So I just read through it without really stopping to think, but to try to rush through it, I have to admit. So I know that it just needs to be broken down more than that. So anybody have, let's see, I'm going to go to that part and I'm going to see what they're saying in the commentary. Anybody have anything? Oh, you're welcome, Tina. You're welcome. Thank you for coming by. Beautiful imagery. I know. I love the imagery because it has so much in terms of, you think of land and food, the things that we all like, security and pureness and living natural. You can pick up in the imagery. What do you say, Michelle? Yeah, I never focused on every single verse before. Yeah, so I'd like to break it down a little bit more. Hey, Nana for Trump, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Lori. Hey, Lori's hanging out. The book is referencing the relationship of Christ and his bride, the church. Thank you, Lori. Yeah, a lot of it will have the terminology of various family members, but in actuality, yeah, it's referencing the relationship of Christ to the bride, and we being the bride of Christ, his people. So that is something that, yeah, to take into account. Thank you for sharing that. Exactly. Let's see. You have so many thoughts? Yeah. Nice. I do too. I have a lot of thoughts. Hey, Sean, you're here. Sean's here. Christine. Okay, so you say, Michelle is saying your Bible has had a change with the Mandela effect. It now reads Song of Songs. I absolutely do not remember it in this way. Yeah, I think that I don't know so much about when there was a change, but I think that I recall it being interchangeable. Let me know if anybody also feels that. Did you hear both Song of Songs and Song of Solomon? That was my memory, Michelle, that it was interchangeable, just depending. Hey, girl code. Yay, Jamie. Hey, Jamie. How are you? Who else is here hanging out? Girl code. Yay. Hello, family at Tina. Oh, Tina. Praying, Tina. I am in agreement with any prayers. Tina, you need our prayers? We are here for you, sister. Yes, we are in agreement. Whatever I've missed, I'm in agreement with the family here. Hey, Mish. Hi. Oh, you didn't get a notification. Oh, I see. You're feeling overwhelmed. Oh, just happened to see it this morning. You're a little overwhelmed. Okay, I get it. It's a change. A lot of us are experiencing some different things going on, and we're feeling it in our sleep patterns, right? And hey, Aurora, thanks for joining. Good morning from Central California. Blessings. Blessings to you. Karen's here. Greetings. Because I know I didn't catch everybody. Jamie. Hey there. Jamie first. Lori. Hey. Yeah, I know. Getting used to the night things. I'm going to put more content up on this channel. And if you should happen to come in, please hit the like. And if you hadn't subscribed, please go ahead and share. If you think that you know somebody who might be interested in this type of content, please share. All right. Hey, Joseph. Welcome, Joseph. That's okay. We understand. We know that our good brother Joseph, he has a different this set of clocks and times over there. One day we will not have to be bound by these calendars and clocks, right? Yes, Spoonderella. I love it, Spoonderella. That's funny, Sean. Very funny. Well, that was a short reading. Yeah, so does anybody know what mandrakes are? Let me look it up. Anybody wondering? If you don't know, those are some of the things that, breaking apart. Okay, a mandrake. Let's see, let me get. Oh, wow. You know what it looks like? It's a root. It looks like a potato, or it looks like when you buy ginger. So, looking up the meaning of mandrakes, because that came up in our reading, they're called love plants. Many interpretations have been given. It has been rendered violets, lilies, jasmines, truffles or mushrooms, flowers, citron. The weight of authority is in favor of its being regarded as the Mandragora officinalis of botanists, a near relative of the nightshades, the apple of Sodom, and the potato plant. Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, it did look at first like a potato. It possesses stimulating and narcotic properties. The fruit of this plant resembles the potato apple in size and is of a pale orange color. It has been called the love apple. Interesting. So that would have been the song, Solomon's Song 7, the mandrake. So it grows in the area of Palestine. It grows low like lettuce, and its leaves resemble lettuce, I guess. It says dark green. Flowers are purple, and the root is usually forked. When it's ripe in early May, it's about the size of a small apple. It has an agreeable taste. It can cause sleep, and the ancients used it as an anesthetic. It excites the nerves and is a stimulant. All right. What else can I find? So that's mandrakes. How about that? Interesting, huh? Well, oh yeah, Lori says tomato, peppers, and potato plants are nightshade. Yes, in the nightshade family. All right. So you said sounds like a great food. Yeah, right. And Tina is saying, well, that explains the vivid imagery. Yeah, that does. All right. Well, I'm glad you could hang out with me for this reading. And, it might be that I take apart some of the passages and maybe break them down and just do small little content pods of information, because it's a lot that can be extracted from it. So it was just nice to read it through and take it in. So I'll be doing more of these kind of readings along with other subjects. I have a few that I'm interested in sharing with you. One of them I covered a little bit. His name is George Washington, and his story. I've been practicing the song, his favorite song, and I want to sing it. I want to sing it and share the entirety of the song, because I don't know about playing it on the channel, because of the copyright thing, but it's so old that I don't even think it has a copyright. But I love the version that I found. The artist, her name is Jenny Hawks, and it's just a stripped down voice, no instruments, just the voice as the instrument. And it has just a very, I would say, a rustic feel. So I may put that together and share it with you and just sing. And I would invite you to sing with me. I'll share the words. It's a hymnal. So it goes back to that old school that I believe we return to in little ways, return back to those, the roots, and simplify things. So yeah, Jenny, like me. She spells her Jenny Ginny, which is interesting. But I thought it was nice because it's just a very raw singing of this hymnal, and it being his favorite, George Washington's favorite hymn. So yeah, I'm practicing right now. So I'll keep you posted. And until then, have a good rest of your day. Love you all. Tina, hang in there. You are among people that love you, and we will keep you in our prayers. If you have any prayer requests, let us know. We'll keep everyone lifted in prayer. Lot going on. Lots and lots going on. Nancy says maybe mandrakes were the CBD of the day. That's possible, Nancy. Yeah. You're welcome, Aurora. Thank you. Blessings to you, Jamie. Have a wonderful day too, Michelle. Love you. Take care. Big love to you, Joseph.